Daniel 6:25b. Ulagov aryavata ramo. In nun benehon unashehon. And that brings us to the atnach of the verse. So back to the beginning of this selection. Here we have a conjunction, the lamed preposition, and this is the den or pit word. And so we see that this is going to be the construct we've seen many times, where it's and to the den of the lions. And then coming up to Zakev Katon, this is Ramo. What is that? It's Resh Mem He as a verbal root. And it is a all perfect third person masculine plural. They threw. Now, who's the they again? This is probably one of the most clear cases of an indefinite subject where it's obviously not the people who are getting thrown in who are the they, who are throwing themselves, but it's other people. So, and to the den of the lions were thrown. Okay, so who were thrown? Next up, we have the independent pronoun, which is third person masculine plural. You see the table of this on Biblical Aramaic for Biblical Interpreters, page 53. They, and then next up, this is the third person masculine plural suffix, their sons, literally, or their children. This noon is interesting, whereas the singular, of course, is bar with a resh. It is a noon in the plural, an irregular plural. Their sons, or their children, and their women or wives. So altogether, and to the den of the lions were thrown they, their sons or their children, and their wives. And I just want to take a moment here before we get to the final part of the verse to say this is obviously the part of this story that would get edited out of children's Bibles. For instance, in this children's Bible, we see that the story ends with Daniel's rescue. So I suppose this is fair warning to withdraw if you're teaching children along with Daily Dose of Aramaic before we get to Daniel 6:25c.